Welcome back, everyone. It's FNHusa57 here. We are back on Dying Light. For those of you that thought I had stopped with Dying Light, you're wrong. I just took a little bit of break to bring you some other Call of Duty videos. But we're back with a new video covering some of the brand new weapons after the March update. And as you can see, I got some junk ones over here on the ground, but I got the really good ones that I want to show you laid out over here. Now, this is going to be like, I don't know, maybe the top 12 new weapons. Really good weapons, just interesting things. Give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek if you haven't found them yet. I tried to get all legendary versions. We have a deadly baseball bat, and that's 1,690 damage. We have a ferocious baseball bat, that's 1,281 damage. One of my personal favorites here is this ferocious sledgehammer, 2,530 damage, and it says fight on it. We also have the zebra machete, which for a machete that's pretty high damage, 1,561. Then we have the wicked dagger, which is 1,011 damage. Those are both pretty high for daggers and machetes. We also have the safety blade, which is kind of cool because it says under construction on the blade. And we have the rainbow hatchet. That's a new weapon, 1,463 damage. It's a pretty good weapon. We also have the bone splitter, which is a good new axe. Not really much to see there. It's got a skull on it, but that's about it. It does decent damage, 2,095 damage. We have the boomerang blade, which I thought was going to be my favorite of the new weapons. I figured if you threw it, it might return to you, but it's not. It's just a high damage kukri machete. That's all it is. Then we have the Emperor's Glow, which is a really nice two-handed weapon. Kind of looks like a mace, 2,242 damage. We also have the Haran Gentleman's Club, which really is no different than the deadly baseball bat. So kind of personal preference on that one. And we have the Cruel Flat-Ended Hammer, which is another good hammer. That's a new one. We also have the Ferocious Machete and the Dark Sickle, which are two of my favorite weapons. So we'll go ahead and pick up a couple of these and go outside and show you what they look like when you actually are holding them. But these are like the top 12 most interesting new weapons. You know, there's some other ones that you can get, and you can get them just by going to the store, and you can just buy them. There's all different ones there, and if you wait till night and then wait till morning, you can try and get the legendary versions of the weapons like I did. So my favorite part is these dark weapons. The Dark Sickle, which does decent damage, and of course you can still put blueprints on them to up the damage, but as you can see, it has that really nice glowing blade on it, so kind of cool, kind of like a lightsaber weapon. Then you have the Ferocious Machete, which has a kill count on it, kind of cool, it has a kill count of 25 and glows green. Another one-handed weapon, very good fast swing speed. And then, of course, that's the Safety Blade, which really doesn't look like much. It's a cool weapon. It does high damage. It has a high swing speed, but it doesn't look like much when you're wielding it. So, not exactly my personal favorite. I'm going to go ahead and equip that rainbow hatchet. And I want to show you what this... Where's my ferocious... There's my ferocious sledgehammer, so we'll equip that, show you what those look like. So the rainbow hatchet looks really cool when you actually wield it. It has a very fast swing speed, faster than most machetes, so it's actually a good weapon to pick up if you find it in a chest or have the opportunity to buy it, since weapon duplication no longer works consistently. I do have a duplication method I'll do a video on, but it does not work consistently, so bear that in mind. This is a good weapon, though, if you see it. Also, we have the Ferocious Sledgehammer, which is a pretty badass-looking hammer. As you can see, it's got that black carbon fiber on there, and then on the handle, and then it says fight. So like you know, two-hand weapons, if you have it unlocked, you can do that spin attack with. So with a weapon that does this much damage, even in hard mode, anything around you is just going to be destroyed. Now, the bad thing is, this has very slow handling. So while it's got an extremely high damage, possibly the highest damage now in the game once you put a blueprint on it, this is very, very slow. So not really my favorite. I don't like the slow weapons. However, something that did very surprise me, because I don't like the baseball bats, but if you go with any of the baseball bats, now that they have well over 1,000 damage, they have an extremely fast swing speed, and they tend to do extra kinetic damage, so you break bones, and it seems like you stun zombies a little bit faster with them. Same with this ferocious baseball bat that's more like a cricket bat. Kind of cool looking. Again, it says fight on the side, so kind of interesting weapon. Now, the neat thing is, even though you hold this weapon with 2 hands and you swing it with 2 hands, it still falls under the 1-hand category, so you can really mess up some zombies pretty quick with it. At least that's what I think. So I've got some of these new weapons, and I'll bring you the gold weapons as soon as I find those. Just personal preference, but yeah, you can find whatever you want on these weapons. You can get them in the legendary, you can get them in pretty much any of the different varieties. You can get them out of chests, and as well as buy them from the shopkeeper. So we have this Haran's Gentleman Club, and I mean, it's basically a one-hit kill. But like I said, with any of the clubs or any of the baseball bats, even without any upgrades on it, you tend to do kinetic damage more often and stun the zombies more often. So interesting thing, especially if you do like that jump attack, you just plunge the club right through the zombie. Kind of odd the way that animation works, but really cool. So like I said, you can get them from chests, you can get them from drops, pretty much anything like that. That's just some of the new weapons. I'll bring you more as I get newer ones, and like I said, as I get the gold ones. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead, post a comment. Otherwise, give it a like and subscribe for more videos. So thanks for watching.